I would like to make this hang out with all the tattoos. I want what we got here then? It takes me like tattoo gun. We got one. Thank you so much. Not me personally.
You've got an amazing lineup today.
Yes, super interesting. I'm doing so many
Tattooing 40 years. I've run Rombo's Tattoo Parlour in Manchester, and I first got interested in tattooing as a child of 10 years of age, and I went to the swimming baths with my mother. This is back in a time when tattooing was not considered cool, it was considered degrading and underground. And I said to my mother, I said, what's that man got on his arm? Because I was only a 10-year-old boy and I didn't know what a tattoo was. She said, it's tattoos. I said, but the pictures, they don't wash off and they're swimming around and the pictures are still there. She said, they're called tattooing, but don't you ever get one? Anyway, I ended up being the man who did it. So at the time, I lived in a place called Salford, which was close by the Salford docks. Next to Manchester, two different cities, but only separated by the water. So I remember at the time, about 67, 68, I was on the bonfire on the croft, a bit of disused land, and there was a young lad there of 16, and he had a tattoo on his arm. And I said, and he was my cousin, he was called Rambo. That's where my name come from. Before all the Rambo films back in the 60s, I was called Rambo. And I said to my cousin Stephen, I said, where did you get that tattoo done? He went, I got it done from Cash Cooper on Trafford Road, close by the Salford docks. I thought, wow, that's cool. So I went, and now this is about 1968, before, at that time you could have a tattoo without having to be 18 years of age. This was before the Tattooing of Minors Act. So I went down there with a guy called Barry Tingle, and Barry Tingle was also a tattooist. He's a good friend of mine, he's dead now, and me and him were very close. We lived in the same street, and I said to Barry, I said, oh, there's a tattooist there on Trafford Road called Cash Cooper's. He went, right, let's go there. So two young boys, 10 years of age, Barry was 11, I went down there, and Barry said, I want a tattoo. He said, you look just a little bit too young, you've got to get some proof from your parents that it's okay to have this tattoo. So Barry went home and he said to his mum, I want a tattoo. Now Barry was a spoiled lad, he got what he wanted. Barry was a golden boy. So his mother went, okay, come on, I'll take you. So she's taking him down at 10 years of age, or 11 years of age, to get tattooed by Cash Cooper. And he had mother, father and Barry. And I remember seeing these tattoos, and it was the talk of our street, and everybody loved these tattoos because we were kids, and I was amazed at these tattoos. And I knew I wanted to either be heavily tattooed or be a tattooist or do something to be around tattooing. So I said to my gran when I was playing football in the street with Barry Tingle, who loved the name Bell Tingle, that's his tattoo name. I said, Barry, I'm going to get, and my gran said, don't you be getting any tattoos. So cut the story short, Cash Cooper tattooed a guy's neck, cut a long dotted line. This lad was 15 years of age, his name was Billy, and his father went absolutely crazy, and he got the politicians and, you know, everyone, the police, the reporters, he's tattooed by, but he couldn't do anything because Cash Cooper broke no laws. It was 1968. So he's walking around as a 15-year-old kid with cut a long dotted line on his neck. So the following day when Cash Cooper, yeah, crazy, but the thing is Cash Cooper was a bit of a drunk, and he would have done that when he was drunk. He's sobered up, realised there's a lot of shit on top, so he's folded his gear and he's left the city and he's gone. So come forward 4 years, about 1971, a friend of mine comes in school and he's got a tattoo on. I said, who did that? He said, Cash Cooper. I said, I won't know. Where did you get it? And he went, I had it done in Conran Street in Manchester. So we got 2 buses, one from Salford, one to Manchester City Centre, and then boom, Conran Street. So I remember going in and Cash Cooper said, yes, my boy, what would you like? I said, I'd like my name, please. He went, and what name? He spoke with perfect Queen's English, Cash Cooper, very posh. And he said, what would you like? I said, like Rambo. He says, oh, that's an unusual name. He said, okay. And he did the name, and I was 13 years of age. And I thought, I fucking love tattoos, and I kept going back. I kept going back. Yes. So eventually, I got all these tattoos on. By the time I was 15 years of age, I had quite a lot of tattoos on. And I hadn't even told my father that I'd had these tattoos yet. So cut the story short, we keep going back, and Barry Tingle said, where are you getting all these tattoos? I said, oh, I found Cash Cooper. He said, oh, come along. I said, Cash Cooper's offered me a job to be a tattooist as long as I clean up for him and learn the trade and stuff like that. I said, but he won't pay me in wages, he'll pay me in tattoos. I said, and I can't afford to have any more tattoos because I've not even told my father yet I've got all these tattoos.